Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to English Grade 7 video lecture series. Students, today we are going to start our very first lecture of unit number 8 for grade 7. This is about your competency of grammar, where we'll talk about prepositions and also their types. So let's straight go into the student's learning outcome and read it. It says, use prepositions of position, time, movement, and direction, including since and for. In this lecture, we are going to talk about prepositions of position, time, movement, and direction. All right. Let's move on. This is our vertical linkage of the student's learning outcome with the previous grade. And for the brainstorming, students, have you ever witnessed some words which indicate position, direction, or place? So first, let me help you with it. Recall what is a preposition. Yes, it is a part of speech. And can you name some prepositional words? Do it quickly, then we will move on. Yes, on, in, inside, outside, through, above, all these are prepositional words. They are serving different purposes. Some are showing you direction, position, and movements as well. Now, these are the words that we use to show something, like the book is on the table. This is showing a position of the book which is on the table. You use prepositions in your daily life all the time. So we need to learn that how the prepositions are categorized into different types so that we can use them correctly without making a mistake. All right, let's talk about prepositions. Prepositions, they are words that indicate the relationship between nouns and or pronouns and other words in a sentence. So preposition works as a link. So preposition is working with noun or pronoun and other words, and to join them, to tell some different information about it, we use the help of prepositional words or preposition. They show location, where something is located, direction, time, and other relationships. For example, in, on, under, before, after, beside, and between, etc. There is a list of prepositional words that are used for different purposes. These prepositional words are very common. In is showing us position of something, on, under, before is showing us time, after is showing us time, and all these things. So every preposition, dear students, is based on these categories, and we need to categorize each preposition correctly so that we can use them correctly when we are communicating with others or when we are writing. So we are clear about prepositional words. They are giving you relationship between nouns and other words. Let's look at the types of prepositions. As we talked about it in the student's learning outcome, prepositions of time talks about and it indicates when an action or event occurs. Because we are talking about time, so when we telling when something happened, we are talking about the time of that incident or action. So when an action or event occurs, when it happens, we can tell it using our prepositions of time. For example, in the past, children had limited career options. Now, can you point out the preposition in this sentence? Yes, in. The is our article and past is where we are talking about time. Past, present, future. So we are talking about time. So we have preposition with time, and that's what we call preposition of time. In the past, children had limited career options. even with sufficient training, education, orientation, and aptitude for a particular job, obstacles may arise. Now, we have the preposition with. So, even with sufficient training. This is also a preposition of time. All right. Let's talk about prepositions of position. The preposition of position is used to refer to a place where something or someone is located. And that's how we tell that where is the location. For example, when I said the book is on the table, we are telling about the position of our noun, which is a book. The plane flies above the clouds. The plane flies, but where does it fly? What is the position? It is flying, or it flies above the clouds. Not under the clouds, not in the clouds, but above the clouds. So this is telling us the position of our noun, which is plane. So hence we call it preposition of time. Above is preposition of position. Sorry, not time but position. The library is between the school and the post office. Library is our noun. Where is it located? Where is the location of the library? The library is between the school and the post office. It means there is this school and there is the post office, and library is here. So we are telling that at the what is at the left and right of the library, so we can locate the library clearly and we can understand the location of it. All right. When we are talking about prepositions of movement, now we are going to talk about the words that are showing us movement of any subject, any noun or pronoun. Prepositions that indicate or show the direction or movement of someone or something. For example, the dog ran towards the park. Now, the dog ran. Where does the dog run? Towards the park. So, towards is our movement. Preposition of movement. We walked the forest. Now, what was the kind of movement? Were they walking beside the forest, inside, or what? They are walking, or we can say we walked through the forest. It means they actually crossed the forest and they actually went inside and got through it. So through is also an example of preposition of movement. It is showing you the movement and the direction as well. Now, preposition of direction is specifically indicating the direction of movement or position. So if something is moving or something is positioned somewhere, we need to tell the direction of it. For example, he walked along the street. Seek guidance from mentors, professionals, and experienced individuals in the fields that inspired you. So in, along, these are also examples of prepositions of direction. Now, students, here is your classroom activity. We have talked about all these different prepositions with examples. Now, you're supposed to fill in the blanks over here with the word bank given. Choose the appropriate preposition and recall the lecture that we have seen in the previous slides, and then do this activity quickly. All right, that's very good. You've done a great job. Here is your simulation link that you can watch later on to understand more about prepositions. And let's talk about your worksheet, where you have to fill in each of the blank with a preposition that are given over here. So now, students, think about it. Categorize each kind of preposition and then use them accordingly. Try to understand the context of the sentence and then use it. You may confuse one or two prepositions, but you have to check the answer and see that how each preposition is used. For the homework, you're going to fill in the blanks using the preposition of time as given below. So you are going to use preposition of time. Here are your resources, and you can get them in the description of the video, students. Practice your worksheet, homework and classroom activity, and then you can master the use of prepositions of different types. Preposition of time, direction, movement and place as well. Thank you so much. In the next lecture, we will talk about compound prepositions and prepositional phrases. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Allah Hafiz.